every good karma what you do is for chitta shuddhi, purification. Okay, you have done some good karma, some service, all this for purification, chitta shuddhi. Chitta shuddhi will lead you to grace of Ishvara. Grace of Ishvara will lead to master, spiritual master. So the books are all roadmaps. Okay, you cannot keep on reading roadmaps. You have to journey, do the journey.
And experience, yeah.
You have to get into the path. So there is no point in reading a lot of spiritual books. You have to get to the point where I am going, what I have to do. Right? We don't have enormous time in our life. Our time is limited.
Yeah.
We need to narrow down, focus what I have to do. Understand? Most of the people, they keep on reading, enjoying it. Nothing wrong in that. But never get into the actual real thing. The real thing has to open up. You have to start walking on this spiritual path. How long you keep on reading?
Yeah.
So it's like there's a good book, there's a good marketing literature. How sweet is Mysore Pak? It is very specialty of Mysore Pak. Very sweet. A rectangular color, yellowish color. Okay, very sweet. You can keep on reading it. Ultimately, one day you have to keep it in your mouth. No.
Yeah. Now, this realization, or when this jnana, the screen can remove and you see the light in yourself, sometimes it can happen gradually, and sometimes it could be one sudden haha, eureka moment. What's your thought on that?
See, there is no standard way it can happen to anybody. It's not like a well-defined, like you are a doctor. Being a doctor, you know that every human being's body is a different structure, even though all human beings are alike. The placement of veins, placement of blood vessels are very different for each person. So, if you ask, is there a standard way it happens? Okay, there is. I'll give you an analogy. Right? A mango is there in a tree. Okay. The mango is ripening. One day, a crow sits on the tree and mango falls. So now, is fall of the mango sudden? No. Fall of the mango is sudden only. Fall is suddenly. But build up to that is not sudden.
Correct. I see.
So, does it answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Aha is sudden only.
Okay.
But ripening takes time. The maturity.
I see.
Now, how much maturity is required? How long it is required? We can't tell. It can be a person may be ripe, he may just touch, he may fall. Somebody may require more ripening. That amount of ripening which is required, we don't know. It is the journey of that person.
Apparently, it may look sudden, but it is not actually. That's what you're telling me.
It looks sudden. All things are sudden only. But we don't see the background. So this is one way of looking at things. Okay. The other way of looking at things is from the universe, the time is there only human mind. Many lifetimes, many years, all those things is human mind only. Time is not real.
Time and space are once you get to that point, it'll all dissolve. So I'm still not able to comprehend that.
Time and space are not reality.
Yeah.
Okay. And the universal level, everything is now only. So self-realization is recognizing who am I. In reality, at the universal level, the who am I recognition is not happening in time. It is beyond time. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, somebody is sleeping on the bed and he's dreaming that he's a businessman making a lot of money. So 15 years or 20 years of your business he has done, he has earned crores of rupees. Okay, so now the thieves catch him, they start torturing him. Then he wakes up, realize that there are no thieves, there's no business. The sleeping person was dreaming that he was going through time. Then he realized that time and space both are unreal.
I see.
So now if you ask him, when did you wake up? For a person who is sleeping, what will he say?
Just now, or what?
Dreaming. For a person who is dreaming, the time has no sense when he after he wakes up. Time when he's dreaming. But once you wake up, what is the sense of time there? It's now only.
Yeah.
Right? So, enlightenment or liberation process, from a common man's language, we can say it requires a ripening process. From the universal point of view, it's now. From a dream character like us, the point is that there's a ripening and there's a fall. But when the fall happens, then we realize that that whole time frame was not real. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, all this universe, I'm not in everything, but everything is in me. I mean, if all this super intelligence or Bhagavanta operating through that, all of us and everything animate and inanimate. So why ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಜಗವೇ ಜಗದೀಶ್ ನಾಡುವ ನಾಟಕ ರಂಗವೈ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ is it all a play and we're all actors? So if that is so, why didn't he create all of us as realized souls and be happy and blissful all the time? Why do we have to go through all of this and these life cycles? And no, I'm just trying to understand this concept.
I'm saying, see, whether it's in science or spirituality, the answer for the question why is meaningless. For example, a scientist can answer how sun is giving light, nuclear reaction. If you ask him why sun is giving light, there's no answer. Okay, a bird is singing. We can say how it's singing, but we cannot say why it's singing. See, fire is burning. Okay, we can say how fire burns, but we cannot say ask why fire burns.
Correct.
The question why has no answer anywhere. We can give some hypothetical answers. Okay, depending on your level of understanding of spirituality, the answers can be many. Okay, depending on your level of understanding, each answer can satisfy to some degree. For highest level in spirituality, Vedanta, a person who is very mature, for him, the understanding is called Ajativada. There was never a creation. What creation you are speaking of? There's no creation. It's like a person who has woken up from a dream. He says, what is a dream? There's nothing. The creation is a dream for a person who is woken up. From his point of view, there's no creation at all. This question is an invalid question. Whereas a person who is at the other end of spectrum will give some answers.
Got it.
Okay, I'll give one answer which seems to be reasonable but not perfect. Okay, so from time immemorial, all living beings are like seeds, jiva. The seeds have a potential to grow, become aware, and realize their divinity. So each seed is of different nature. Somebody is tamasic, somebody is rajic, somebody is sattvic, somebody is a mix of these. So God didn't create the seed; they were there. He just gives an opportunity for all the seeds to grow and mature and evolve. This is one answer.
No.
Not perfect answer, but it's one answer. Understand? So there are many answers for your question. Depending on your level of maturity, these answers will satisfy you to some degree, but none of them is satisfactory fully. Only when you realize that Ajativada, nothing is created, that's when you wake up, you realize that there's no creation at all.
Like the example of
In a sense,
go ahead, sorry.
in a sense, a person is dreaming. In the dream, he'll ask some questions. Why this forest is there? Why this tree is there? You can give some answers, logical answers in the dream. But all logical answers are invalid because dream is happening beyond the dream.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So in that sense, all logical answers are invalid or partially satisfying. The full satisfaction is when you wake up.
Like that Buddha's example of poisoned arrow. When somebody is stuck with a poisoned arrow, instead of asking how much poison before you pull it, you don't tell me all that. Just do what is necessary. Then you will know. To realize this, we don't need answer to everything. I had realized that, but just it's a curiosity question.
Yeah, in that for that answers of curiosity, there's no real answer. All answers are dream answers within the dream framework. The real answer is only outside the dream framework.
For which you have to get out of that dream.
Get out of that. You find out how to get out of that rather than finding out answers within the dream.
Exactly. That's maybe irrelevant when. So your goal is to get out of the dream. That will probably answer everything.
That's how it is.
I mean, again, another one silly question. All these we see, 64,000 janmagalidvu, and then our